right that time, forced a tough shot. Virginia working on an 8-0 run, make it a 10-0 run.
Doug knocking down the three.
24-17, doubled in the post, and the Cavaliers come away with it. Clark on the push to Bigman. Clark is open, takes it, makes it. Clark on the run.
Wow.
Jedrick with a jam.
He bounced off Vanderbilt, didn't he?
Clark dishes. Gardner finishes. He's got 14. 6 to shoot. Kihei Clark got a switch. Fofana can't stay in front, and Clark scores. Kihei Clark scoops it home.
Shot off for Green, but it's something completely different to be able to do it against Reese Beekman, who's probably the best on-ball defender in the ACC.
Instead of trying the layup with a defender on his back, as well as the other true freshman, McNeely. And back to the fifth year, Kihei Clark looking for his own shot, and he delivers. 4 minutes without a bucket.
And I've said it before, Dougie Fresh, I'm not saying he's the best, but I'm saying that he is my favorite. I don't mind that shot if I'm Mark Byington. You get downhill, you get a look in the painted area.
Kihei Clark stays in attack mode. Count it.
Knowing exactly what his team needs. You mentioned it earlier, Jay. Kihei Clark just makes the right play.
Clark in attack mode. Count it. Plus the foul. Kihei Clark.
Virginia was a much better team later in the season, an NCAA tournament quality team that just dragged a bad non-conference record with them into the committee room.
Kihei Clark with a shot fake, beats the buzzer. First bucket for the Cavaliers.
Who has come in from Ohio that can provide them some additional scoring to help them spread the floor. Good shot fake, and Kihei Clark. Clark had 18 against Florida State and James Madison. He put 16 up against Michigan in the last three.
Clark picks his pocket.
I mean, he's been here for 12 years. He is a Hall of Fame coach here at the University of Miami. He's incredibly well respected. We want to keep him here as long as he wants to coach. And I want to make sure of that.
Slip right there.
Under 30 seconds left. Clark all the way to the rim. It's a 2-point game.
Multiple scoring opportunities right here. Watch right here. Look at me right on the top. Vanderplas because Clark.
There's Isaac McNeely also making his first start of the season, the true freshman out of West Virginia. Kihei Clark at the controls, gets it to Jaden Garner, and that is money from the mid-range.
He's just so tough, so underrated. Leads this team. Oh, another one.
Another one! He says, I'll have one more! Kihei Clark is taking this game over.
Vanderplas on the floor for the first time to spell Cedric, and Caparo. Francisco comes to the deck for Virginia as well. Here's Clark launching a three from the left. It's good. He respects it. He and Terry Holland had some terrific games.
Oh, good heavens.
Here's Clark again. Look at that.
Transfer from Colgate, who averages more than 11 points a game. Kihei Clark hard to the hole, and Virginia back up by 12. Debbie Antonelli, you heard it here first. Tied at 53. Great pass. Vanderplas the finish, but that move was all set up by Kihei Clark. Whereas other teams get really sped up. Copeland, pocket picked up ahead. Here's Kihei Clark all the way to the rim, lays it up and in.
Miami is 4-1 as well. And then you've got 6 teams at 3-2, including both of these.
Nice drive.
Kihei
Nice
Clark.
drive. Nobody rotated over. Take a little guys. Look at a little drive right there. Kihei.
I mean, he's one of the few guys that can put the ball down on the ground, but him being aggressive and assertive, I think, is critical because he's one of the few guys that can actually get to the paint.
Kihei Clark with the crafty reverse. And Corin's dad played with Dominique Wilkins, Vern Fleming. A lot of talent in Athens, Georgia at that point. There's the quickness of Kihei Clark.
When you're 5'10", look how he changes speeds. Young kids out there, did you see how he slowed up?
And making themselves available.
Armand Franklin, 12 points a game. And another pick. Here's Clark up against Padula. He'll lay it out.
Clark had it knocked away, got it back, scoops and hits.
The mistake there was trying to reach.
Rebounded by the smallest man on the floor. Gardner.
All right, how about Kihei Clark? You talk about 5'10".
You know, has the ability to be able to create space and shoot over top of smaller defenders.
Oh, what a pass underneath there by Clark. And Virginia with it. They've missed 9 of their last 10. Not that time, no.
When you think about Kihei Clark, he understands how to find his guys. Bryant Dunn going way above the rim.
Basile will give it up. On the drive, Couture harassed and knocked away. Great D there by the Cavaliers. Gardner calling for the ball, will lay it in.
Kihei Clark liking that action as Beekman comes up with the block shot. Kihei showing some sharing the sugar of his own.
Clark, Shetter trying to finish. He does, and he takes a hit as well. He'll be at the line. Feed to Gardner, nearly stolen away. Shoved up there, but a misfire by Beekman. Trying to push the tempo again. A lot of turnovers here for the Wolfpack. The bounce for Gardner and the stuff. Duke really trying to do it without their big man, Kyle Filipowski, who's been totally shut down today, and he's riding the bench a lot. Clark again, and a foul too. He'll be at the line.
Big play after another.
Number 2 on Ryan Young. Under Plot's thought about a triple. Under 8 minutes, Clark again.
Are you
Loves that
serious?
move, man.
Come on, little guy. Are you serious? I can't believe it. They love him.
Since the 1941-1942 season, when they went 7-10 as an independent, Clark swims around Curry. Can take this to the finish line. He becomes the winningest.
Clark. And there's the first bucket from Gardner, and more importantly,
R.J. Davis off to a quick start tonight.
And right now, the pace of this game favors North Carolina. Virginia does not want to play the up-tempo game. That's Kihei Clark's game right there, picking up with the pressure and turning defense into possible offense, but Pete Nance having no parts of it.
You're right, it was close, Corey, but it was very well contested by Vanderplas.
Nice find from Kihei Clark to Isaac McNeely. The finish, the foul, opportunity for the and one.
All started with a better screen, similar to the one you had broken down earlier. Driving kick for Beekman. Yes! And a look back at the Louisville bench from the normally quiet Reese Beekman.
When you get deep in that shot clock, it gets even more difficult. That's why North Carolina had to attack earlier. Great pass.
Clark to Gardner. How many times have Virginia fans seen that the last couple of years between those two?
That's his third personal.
See, Gardner sets the little screen. They curl off it. Pete Nance helps on it. Now he's got to recover to Gardner. Caffaro wasn't open because he was being fronted. He wasn't open for the pass from the left wing from Kihei Clark. But look at that cut by Gardner. It's beautiful.
Shot clock at 5. Clark for 3.
What do you do? What do you do?
Game tomorrow night.
You play 29 seconds of defense, get a hand up on Kihei Clark, and still you're taking it out of the net. It's been that type of night for Virginia.
Playing their best basketball of the season right now. And inside 2 minutes to go, up by 9 as they turn it over. Numbers for Virginia. Beekman will finish. It's a 7-point game. Well, in spurts here and there tonight, the Hoos have looked like themselves. Good hands by Clark, steal by Beekman. He'll finish it at the other end. They've generated a little bit of offense.